Remember the 5th of November, the 4th Craig Bond film, and how it sucked. For I know of no reason why how much this film sucked should ever be forgot. Seriously, someone somewhere saw a screening of Spectre and stated, "Stupendous, superb, send it to the cinemas, the citizenry must see Spectre, it is..." Okay, crap, that's all the alliteration I can do. Happy Guy Fawkes Day. But seriously, this movie kind of sucks. I was really excited for this one. And no, hype didn't do it, because I've been really staying away from it. I've only really seen the teaser trailer and just bits of the rest of the trailer here and there. I've been really distancing myself from it. I know that it starred Christoph Waltz as the villain. Supposedly some villain from some other James Bond movie that I hadn't seen. I have not seen the Blofeld James Bond movie. Was going to be in this movie. I knew that it was going to be probably Daniel Craig's last Bond film, but I also heard that it probably wasn't going to be. I knew that Mr. White was coming back, and it was a sequel to Skyfall, so M is dead, and all that stuff, and that's about it. And yeah, I don't think I like this movie. I really, truly don't. It's... Okay, well, I'll compliment it first off, because, okay, the first shot is awesome. I love long takes like that. I love the art, like, just, like, the time and the craft that has to go into getting that right in order to get that beautiful of a shot, that is that long, going through such a wide thing, like the streets of whatever city this was, as it's celebrating the Day of the Dead, and people are out and celebrating and going crazy, and then it goes inside a building, and then it goes outside the building, and it goes up, he climbs, and it's all one thing, and he's on top of a building, and then he starts assassinating people. That's a great fucking shot. But the rest of the movie isn't shot like that. The rest of the movie is shot like this, as people are punching and kicking and fighting. And you know what? You can't fucking see it, because then there's cuts, and it's like, you can't see anything. It doesn't work. This isn't how you shoot action. Stop shooting your fucking action movies like this. Seriously. Ugh. It hurt my eyes. This is a visual medium that you are attempting to tell a story. It should not hurt my eyes. And I'm not really that sensitive to that stuff. I don't get sick by things. I get headaches from 3D movies sometimes, but that's it. And I didn't see this in 3D. I didn't even see an IMAX. I just saw a regular screening of it, and it hurt my fucking eyes. And it's the same director as Skyfall. That's what really is befuddling me here. The guy that shot, insert clip here, made this movie? The same director that did that made this movie? I'm sorry, I don't see that. That's night and day to me. That is not the same director. I know it's Sam Mendes in both movies, but no. Tell me, go watch Spectre and then go watch Skyfall again and tell me that it's the same guy. I dare you. And then the villain. Okay, I fucking love Christoph Waltz. Who doesn't? He's amazing. He's been around for like, what, 4 years, and he's already won 2 Oscars? Yeah! This guy's great. He's good in this movie, but he has like maybe 10 minutes of screen time. And I'm not exaggerating that. Like, maybe 15. It's pathetic. Why is this such a thing in your movies today, Hollywood? Why in the 2 hour and 45 minute long movie, The Desolation of Smaug, do I not get to see the dragon Smaug until the 2 hour mark? Why in Godzilla does Godzilla do nothing until 1 hour and 40 minutes in? Why are the Transformers in only like 20 minutes of their 2.5 hour long movies? Why do we need these stupid human characters? Why is the character played by Christoph Waltz in only 15 minutes of this movie? And then there's something I want to talk about that's a spoiler. Okay, so you know what? Yes, from this point on, in this immediate reaction video, this is spoilers. So if something gets ruined, it's on you. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They go in Star Trek Into Darkness, this motherfucker. And if you don't know what that means, what it means is a character, but played by Christoph Waltz, the bad guy, is known as, this name for the entire movie. And then at one point, towards the end, he goes, "But then I adopted a new name, Blofeld." And it's like, okay. What? Why does that matter? Why do I care that this guy is Blofeld? I mean, I know, like I said before, he's in another James Bond movie, but I never saw that James Bond movie. So what the fuck does it matter to me if he's Blofeld or not? What the fuck did it matter to average movie-going Joe that it was Khan in Star Trek Into Darkness? The answer is, it didn't matter that it was Khan in Star Trek Into Darkness. And you know what? J.J. Abrams has actually admitted in an interview that he handled that character completely wrong. And what do, Spectre? You go and copy the twist that a guy has admitted is not the way to handle that kind of thing? I'm probably coming across like a crazy person here right now. Anyone new to my channel that watches this video is not going to come back. And this is probably on no, it's not. There was still more hatred and bile in Tomorrowland. And oh my god, 2015, you just want to make my job so hard when it comes to the worst movies of the year, don't you? You are not going to make that an easy task for me. I mean, there have been some amazing movies in 2015 so far, and I'm going to love my best movies of 2015 list once it's time to do it, but the worst list, which is usually so, like, the one last year was so much fun to do, but this one, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. But before I wrap up here, I just remembered one other thing. Because I've talked about this before. I talked about in my Sinister 2 review, and then also in my Insidious Chapter 3 review, how yes, the Marvel method of movie making is a great way to make money, and it's working out for them quite well. But that doesn't mean you have to copy it. Just because it's working well for them doesn't mean it's going to work well for you. And do you understand the amount of work that you need to do to successfully create that interconnected universe? You need to be having things throughout all of the movies that are like, this is happening here, this is happening here, this is happening here. You don't just suddenly just do it. You can't just, like, in the middle of, in film 4 of a franchise, you suddenly can't go and Marvelitize it, having all the films interconnected and have deeper meanings and longer telling stories because of that. Because you can't reverse engineer a story. That's what it comes down to. You cannot reverse engineer a story. You need to start it from the beginning and move forward. And so no one cares that Silva was apparently working for Blofeld here, because nobody cares about Blofeld, because Blofeld is so weak and pathetic in his movie that you don't care that all these other things are suddenly connected and have meanings, but you don't really go into what the connection, what the meanings is, because you don't know what the connection and what the meanings are, because you didn't decide that there was connections and meanings until just now when you pulled it out of your ass. You can't reverse engineer storytelling. I was gonna try and do something else with that, but you cannot reverse engineer storytelling. You can't do it. And when you do it, it ruins your fucking movie. I mean, this would still be a pretty bad movie if it wasn't for that, trying to interconnect and everything here suddenly out of nowhere. It still wouldn't work. It would still be shot all terribly like I did a second ago. The villain would still be not in the movie. And then, I can't believe I almost forgot about this. So there's another villain, a minor villain, Moriarty from Sherlock, the TV show, and it's the same actor, but, you know, there's some weird similarities between that character and Moriarty, and, you know, just weird connections. I'll leave it at that. But basically, he's there to fulfill a very awkward and forced drone metaphor. Because then it's anti-drones, and I'm not going to take a stance on that right now. I don't understand it enough. But the message is basically that drones are bad and people are good. And it's oversimplified to the point where it's like a fucking sledgehammer hitting us. But then there's another little theme that they kind of just like tried to like just slide in there. Characters, as James Bond is just walking through this thing, characters are generally talking without a lot of context. But the things that they're saying are that this organization controls the mass majority of certain vaccines. And that just makes me a little uncomfortable because they never go back to it. They never do anything with it. It's literally just there. Like, if suddenly I was gonna have the Darth Vader mask. Don't ask, but like if I was to suddenly just start being Darth Vader, is how this vaccine thing is brought up, and then it's gone and it's never brought up again. Why? Why put it there? Why? And the reason why it makes me nervous is because it makes it feel like that it's also being anti-vaccine. And that's, and on top of all these other issues, that makes this movie politically backwards. And it really just comes down to, this is a very bad movie. It's just not good. And that's it. Spectre's bad. I'm out of steam, so I'll see you guys soon. Peace.